Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to give you my perspective about money. Okay, and this is not from reading books or listening to seminars or coaches and all that. I'm going to give you my perspective, how it has changed as I have grown older from the age of 20, say 30, 40, and now as I'm moving towards 50. And the point and purpose of sharing this with you is, just to share with you how people change with time. How once upon a time I didn't give a damn about money, but today sometimes even the pennies, they matter. So am I endorsing being stingy? Am I telling you that don't give people even tips, or bargain with people until your face turns blue? I'll try to answer all these bits in this video. Okay, and feel free to comment and put your thoughts down below. I really like reading a different point of view. Okay. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, my name is Loy Machedo. I'm a personal branding strategist. I'm, people who are searching for well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE, Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman. Okay. And people also book my services for taking advice on personal or professional challenges. Because if you see, I have 7,000 videos. So I have a very different viewpoint, and I give people very practical, controversial, and sometimes shocking advice, which they are like, man, I needed to hear this. Okay. So anyway, that is what I do. Details are put down below. Now about money. Um, I grew up just like in any other normal family, but my family was normal in a bad way, in the sense that it was a very abusive, toxic, terrible home. I wouldn't wish such a house for even my enemy. Okay, my mother, father, horrible human beings. They never sat. We never had a conversation. We never had a dialogue. I could never ask them any doubts about life, about love, about career, ambition, nothing. They were just dumb fucks. Okay. And the school that I went to, I mean, it was, I mean, it's so embarrassing. There's not a single thing other than the English that I'm, using to communicate. That also, the English that I learned from my school was so substandard. I had to re-educate, and relearn how to write and read properly. And that took me nearly, I think, 10 to 11 years of sharpening and honing my skills. This communication that you see today on YouTube, it has taken from the age of 16 to what I am today, 46. So 30 years. And even writing, I had to literally practice. And I didn't know how to write a formal letter even at the age of 30. Just imagine, 30, 31. You ask me to write a formal letter, I would be like, oh, what do I do? After putting the person's name, Mr. Mark, what do I put next? I don't know. How do I word it? How do I connect the paragraph? So I've been a product of self-education. Okay. Now, one thing I will tell you as a disclaimer, I have a very extremely bad track record where it comes to money. Very, very bad track record. So if it was something like Dave Ramsey, who gives advice on money, and he has like 20 houses that he's giving on rent, and he has savings, and he is getting returns of 1 million worth coming into the bank, and he has 100 million, means a person who started from scratch and has enough and more investments. I'm not one of those people. Even people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, who started from zero, scratch, he invested in real estate, he invested in property, he invested in apartments, and that money proved to like work itself. There are some people who are very genius, who are really smart, where they invest in something and it gives them returns. And there are many YouTubers and YouTube channel content creators, legit ones, huh? Like what's his name, Spencer Cornelia. He exposes fake coaches and gurus, but this guy has like purchased with cash. He has purchased like 4 or 5 houses, and he gets like $5,000 or $10,000 per month just for rent from those houses. And then he has taken a bank loan and bought another house, and now he's going to have like assets worth like 6, 7 houses. So I'm not that smart. Neither have I achieved any of this. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not very keen or interested in that. So now the question comes, so what exactly am I going to offer you in terms of money advice? See, I'm not going to give you financial advice because I don't have a track record. I don't have experience. You ask me about stocks and shares, I don't know. You ask me about cryptocurrency, which I consider like gambling, I don't know. You can ask me about investing in house, property, land, this, that. None of it I know. Okay. So what exactly am I going to tell you? When I was at the age of 20 now, 2020, whatever money I was getting, I'll give you a rough estimation in US dollars. I was getting $1,000. And immediately after I would get $1,000, I would spend the full $1,000. And because I was working that time in a bank, after a few years, I got a free credit card, which is one of the worst things that you can ever get. And you can get a very low interest bank loan, personal loan. Like an idiot, I spent on the credit card. So I was getting like $1,000 salary, but $2,000 on the credit card. I just blew it all off. I remember, you can Google search this Palm Top. It came out this, it's like a gadget. That time there were no smartphones. So it was like a bulky square gadget, thick one, where it like had a Windows interface where you could check your mail and write notes and all that. I don't know why did I buy it. I had no mails. I had no documents to type, but it was a big, large thing with a yellow thing. I would put it on my waist and try to show off. I don't know where it went. Yeah, I wish I had that. It was a classic piece. Okay. So I would earn 1,000 and I would spend within 24 hours. I even spend money on perfumes. I remember going to grand stores, which that time had many outlets, and I spent 1,500 US dollars on perfumes. Why? Because I was a playboy. I wanted to smell nice for girls. And I came from a poor family, so I never had money to buy a perfume. So I bought Givenchy, Paco Rabanne, Dior, all the brands. Okay. And then obviously when I had girls, take them out, spend, enjoy. Okay. Then obviously my passion of books. You can see the books at the background. There also I started to spend money, and I would even take bank loans. Seriously, huh? Not a joke. Bank loans to buy books. Okay. So I lived my entire life. Money comes, money goes. Money comes, money goes. And sometimes I would anticipate that, okay, because I was a DJ and MC, I used to DJ shows, I used to anchor shows. So I would get like $200 or $150 or $100. I would plan out. So I would spend before I would even get it. So by the time I get it, I'd spend it off. So in some areas, I try to live like cheap by sharing accommodation, this and that. But other areas, I was spending like a king. This continued until I think I went through a very tough time. When you lose your job, it's a tough time. Then obviously you have to pay your credit cards and loans. And I was just plain lucky that I had the gift of the gab, contacts, connections. I got some CEO or somebody who would give me a job, and finally I did get rescued by one guy who thought I was chosen by God for him to be his successor of his business. And he gave me a very attractive package, and he even offered to pay off my loans. And I'm telling you, this you'll think this is a fairy tale, but I actually got it. And so I never felt the pain of paying the loan back. And lo and behold, my credit card was paid, loan was paid, salary, but still I didn't learn my lesson. Okay, went on that way, and I was good at, I guess, mind manipulation techniques. I used that to full advantage. I used to make girls pay for their bills. I used to pitch in for shows and events and concepts and generate revenue money. So I lived a life where I could actually generate money, and I didn't see the point to save. This continued for quite some time until, my video where I lost everything and then wanted to commit suicide at the age of 36. I think 10 years. Now that video is there. Loy Machedo suicide. You can just Google search there. It's restricted, by the way, for age category because it's a sensitive topic. So when I landed on the streets of Mumbai after living in Dubai my whole life, and there was no money for food, there was no money to stay, there was no money for tomorrow, there was nothing. Didn't have a career, didn't have friends. That's why I realized, man, I can't continue living like this. And I had an option, either change, be a better human being, or suicide. One of the two. I decided better human being doesn't mean a nice guy. Better human being means being a smart, intelligent guy, new rules of engagement. And I said, okay, fine. If I don't kill myself, I'll do this. And I focused. And I wish I could tell you that, like you see some of these Hollywood movies, the guy decided to change and he suddenly changed and became a big enterprising businessman, had multiple hotels and a Rolls Royce and a big thing, and he has a global business. No, nothing like that happened to me. Bit by bit, I was able to build myself, still was not able to save. Finally, after I left Dubai life, I completed my third marriage, which I knew was not actually working out. And I came here to Thailand. I had little bit of savings, little. I wouldn't say much. But I'll tell you, when you take risks in life, when you try something new, like migrating to a new country, starting a new business, trusting people, getting a new lawyer, getting a new accountant, getting a new whatever. Money goes like this. Oh, money goes like this. It is so funny because I thought I had enough money to last me 5 years. I would say in 6 months, it's completely nearly vanished to zero. Not even 6 months, less than that, man. And that also, I'm talking of living in a third world country like Thailand, where expenses are not very high. You can have a decent meal for $1, $2, not just rice and soup. You can't survive on that, but I'm just telling. Still, money went. I was like, man, now I'm in my 40s. I don't have mother, father, brother, sister, friends, relatives, nobody. And I will not get a plan B, a second chance. I better take life seriously because as you get older, no, you can't take more risks, man. Even your body doesn't agree with you. And nobody wants to help an old guy. They're like, bugger off. Okay, if you're a sexy, attractive girl, maybe there are some people with hidden agendas who will, oh, poor, cute thing. Or if you're a young man, they'll say, young man. But if you're 50, 40, 50, 60, they're like, I don't want to take someone else's headache on my shoulders. I had to be serious. And lo and behold, I followed a simple strategy. If my target was, example I'm giving you, if my target was 100, example, 100. I would earn more than 100, say 150. Means my expense should be, let me rephrase that. My expense is 50, so my target will be 100. But I will push myself to earn 150. So then 100 becomes extra. Okay. And I will put all that 100 maximum possible for savings, like almost 80%. Rest I will use for here and there, whatever I have to invest. And I followed that policy. Your expenses 50, but you generate 100 and something more. And because I followed that simple formula, expense is suppose 50, earn 100. So you get double as savings, or you get something extra for tomorrow, or like they say, for a rainy day. Or if your expense is 100, then you earn 200. If your expense is 1,000, then you earn 2,000, like that. I followed this protocol. I lived beneath my means. You can see this, right? This is cheap. This is hardly, I don't know, less than $1 or something. Okay. I lived a simple life. I eliminated all the friends, family from my life. I eliminated all the expensive lifestyle. I put myself in a position where I was forced to live within my means. See, like where I stay in the forest in Samui, there's only one shopping mall here, Central. And I've been here like 6 years now. I know literally every joint over there. The food is the same, the people are the same, nothing changes. All the restaurants here are either pizza, this thing, or spaghetti, or Thai, or German, or the same. I've tasted all of them, and it's more or less tasting the same. Seriously, it's like tasting the same. Only thing is, maybe they'll charge you, like there's one Dr. Frogs where what you pay 100 baht, there you'll pay maybe 800 or 1,000 baht. Like, for example, a steak, they will charge you 10,000 baht. Or to give you an idea, it's like instead of $5, there you'll pay $200. I'm just saying, but it's not that it's people are dumb. They do give quality. They get the beef or whatever meat from Australia, premium stuff, okay, or Wagyu beef from Japan or whatever. So there are avenues where you can spend, but I choose not to spend. And because of this simple life, I followed a simple formula: earn in dollars, spend in baht. And then on top of that, every decision that I made was made with an intention to save money. I married a girl who's low maintenance, my wife, Nipa. I told her, make sure that our baby is also used to a very simple life. Okay. And right now they are in the village where I've told them no for iPad, no for showing off, no for toys, no for nothing. You live like a simple village person. Yes, I give them every day calculated how much they need to spend, multiply into the number of days that they're going there. I've already given advance cash, and plus food got shipped from here, so they don't have to worry. Means tinned food or chips, crisps, whatever you call it. Okay. Today, however, at the age of 46, I am no longer a single guy. I have a wife who doesn't earn. I have a baby who obviously is dependent on us. I have my wife's family here and there. They don't ask money, but just in case. I have my wife's future to think about. I have my baby's future to think about. I have my future to think about. I have to think about an emergency fund in case any one of us goes to the hospital. I have to plan out in case I die, what they will do. I have to plan out in case I get hospitalized and an accident takes place. There are a lot of accidents. You can just search on Facebook. Every week, there is one new foreigner who is 20-year-old who came here, oh, paradise and all that, and scooter got smashed. In Thailand, literally every single day, there is an accident with a scooter. And it's the most dangerous roads in the world for two-wheelers. You can Google search this. So I'm preparing for all these days. And because my work is online, I don't have guaranteed clients. Every single day, my target is to get a client. Even if I achieve my target, let's say, for example I'm giving, my target is, let's say, $500 per day. Okay, let's say my expense, I'll give my expense. For example, say $300. Example I'm giving you, $300 per day is my expense. My target will be $500 per day. Per day. Huh? Now let's assume I get one day $10,000 because I offer training programs, coaching, $10,000. So even if I get $10,000, that doesn't mean I'm going to take rest. What I do is, okay, I got $10,000. I will keep it in the bank. I will act like I didn't earn anything. Seriously, I'll act like it never existed. Like yesterday, oh, $10,000, yay. Like, for example, today I get $10,000, yay, very good. Next day when I get up, I don't think about that $10,000. I think, what is today's target? Oh, today's target is $300. Have I achieved $300? No, I have to achieve. So that's how I go. Because what happens is when you're a freelancer or when you run a business, every single day you're not going to have a full packed restaurant. Every single day you're not going to have customers spending like crazy. I have my landlady here. Some days she gets like all the tables are full and everyone orders something. Just let's say 500 baht, example. Okay, 10 tables, all full. One day you come, only one table is full. One day you come, there is nobody there only. And sometimes 2-3 days, she'll just have one customer who just purchased maybe a milkshake and just goes away. So there are days where you get very good business. There are days you get very bad business. And then obviously when you run a restaurant, food gets spoiled and so many other issues. So just like that, my line of business, okay, luckily there's no food and all that. But there are challenges that you face as a freelancer. Nothing in life is easy. Okay. So now, if I were to encapsulate everything that I shared with you from 20, 30, 40, like I told you, I'm not an expert on commodities and securities and property and renting. It's not as easy as it sounds. I'm sure there are a lot of factors to consider, and people who are into this, who have got the feel of it, they are really making money, but it's a long game. It's a marathon. It's not 1 year race. It's like 15, 20 years. People have been in business. I have one client of mine. He talks to me on various issues. I guess he just likes talking to me. He doesn't take my advice as such. But residual income, I think he makes around close to $1 million. Not joking. Close to $1 million. He's nearly going to be in his 70s. But he took his life very seriously from the age of 30. So it's a 40-year thing, And very simple guy. Huh? If you see him, you'll not believe. You'll be like, he? That guy earns 1 million per month? Residual income? Impossible. There are human beings like that. I wish I was getting that. But anyway, like they say, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride them. So anyway, so I'm not good at all this. But what I'm good at is, I know my expense is 100. My target, every day my expense is 100. My target will be 200. So I get 100 extra. And I will push for more than that. So 100, 200, maybe 250, 300. So the more money I earn in excess, it's kept as savings. I know some people say, oh, the bank will never give you interest and all that. But anything where you put in money and where it has to multiply, you either have to, put 100% of your attention, interest, focus into it. And there's always the risk factor. Because remember, where money comes in big quantities or Where there's big risk, there is big reward, like they say. So if you're looking for a big reward, you have to undertake big risk. And lately, there have been cases where people who made millions also lost millions. And if you don't have the appetite to lose money, then don't get into these risky ventures. For me, I don't have the stomach to get into all these risky ventures or high risk, low risk, or medium risk, whatever. I just like simple, just save, don't show off, keep earning, keep saving, and that's about it. In the end, I'll just like to conclude and tell you this. See, whatever is your style, whether commodities, shares, uh, real estate, crypto, business, whatever you are into, you know your personality, you know what you are. But the only secret to success with money, okay, the only secret is you have to earn more than your expense. You have to earn more than your expense and you have to save it. And if you do that consistently every single day, you'll achieve your goals. Otherwise, whatever YouTube video you watch and podcast and make big dreams and big ambitions and big risks you take, if you don't save every day, every single day, if you don't save and live below your means, you're going to succeed. And for me, luckily, stay in a affordable place, I have a low maintenance wife, I have a very understanding kid, and a very simple life, and I'm very happy. Like I said, earn in dollars, spend in baht. That has been my philosophy, and that has worked well for me. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you have any advice or if you're one of those experts in investing, commodity shares, whatever, feel free. I have these WhatsApp groups where some of the youngsters are pretty good at all this. I don't know whether they are bluffing or, but there are some people who have stock shares, commodities, and all that, and they're making money here and there. They keep saying. So all the best to them. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.